Hello and welcome back to the 2007 ARCA Re Series Crew, and we're here at Kansas Speedway for the 5th race of the 2007 season. It's going to be the Kansas Lottery, 150 grand, 50 laps around Kansas. But first, let's take a look at your starting lineup. Scott Legacy Jr. is on pole with a 30.242 lap time, and alongside him is the 99 of Eric Darnell. Row 2, the 95 of Blake Feast, and the 98 of Aaron Crocker. Row 3, the 65 of Justin Marks, and the 6 of Dexter Bean. Row 4, title battle contenders, the 46 of Frank Kimmel, and the 92 of Kearston Bell. Row 5, the 22 of Josh Wise, and the 90 of Gabby DiCarlo. Row 6, the 2 of Michael McDowell, who was looking for finally a good finish, and Justin Allgaier. Row 7, the 5 of Bobby Gerhart, and the 60 of Patrick Sheltra. Row 8, the 1 of Dominic Casola, and the 72 of John Jackson. Row 9, the 82 of Jennifer Jo Cobb, making her season debut, and the 3 of Jeremy Clements. Row 10 is the 93 of Mark Mitchell, and the 79 of Mike Cook. Row 11, the 84 of Norm Benning, and the 48 of Nick Tucker. Row 12, the 23 of Josh Krug, and the 47 of Philip McGilton. Row 13, the 21 of Todd Boucher, and the 62 of John Graham. Row 14, the 26 of Brad Smith, and the 11 of Brian Silas. Row 15, the 08 of Jason Hedleski, and the 12 of Mario Goslin. Row 16, the 59 of Justin South, and the 02 of Bobby Santos III. Row 17, the 64 of Josh Allison, and the 8 of Dustin Boney. Row 18, the 32 of Todd Hansen, and the 7 of Frank Kampfhammer. Row 19, the 25 of Tom Burt, and the 34 of Daryl Basham. Row 20, the 38 of Mike Harmon, and the 9 of Chris Cockrum. And in your final row is the 06 of Tim Mitchell, and the 94 of Jason Basham. 50 laps. Let's get into it in the Kansas Lottery 150 grand.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engines have been fired here at Kansas Speedway for the Kansas Lottery 150 grand. I'm very excited for this race as we won the last race in Salem. And I feel like we have the pace to back it up with another top 5, top 10. We're not losing any points to Kimmel off of bonus points from qualifying first, second, or third, as none of us did that, or neither of us did that. But we got some new faces up in the front, such as Scott Legacy Jr. He's not one of them. He's been up front in any start he's done this year. Eric Darnell, Blake Feast, Aaron Crocker, Justin Marks, and Dexter Bean have not really been up front as much this season. But here we go. Green flag is out here in Kansas. Let's make it a good one. And then we gotta watch out for his turn 1 here on cold tires. Kimball's gonna go 3 wide off the bat. That was close, 3 wide with Bean and McDowell. Want to get turned by Gerhart. Get to the inside of Dexter Bean. Lap 1's completed. Go to the inside of McDowell. Make it stick on the bottom. Contact made a little, as we're still side by side now in the backstretch. We're gonna get clear going into 3 and 4. Now we can chase down Josh Wise for the 7th position. We got a good toe down the front stretch, and we're gonna send it in deep into 1. We'll get that spot pretty easily over Wise. As there's a caution on the racetrack. Crashing in 2. We're not going to get to Justin Marks, but this will give us a good bit of knowledge on how our car drives just through a short run.
Okay, we're under caution. Heads up to the end of the paper line. 30.46.
Let's take a look and see what happened to cause your first crash of today's race. Philip McGilton, Todd Hansen, and Tom Burt are 3 wide. Burt goes up in the track completely, forgetting that they're there. They're 4 wide, and Hansen just gets turned by McGilton into the outside wall hard. As we get ready to go back racing on lap 7 out of 50 here at Kansas, we all stayed out.
Get ready now. Going green.
We're ready to go back rolling. I'm kind of concerned about the cold tires because on the first start we got a little squirrely in the 1 and 2. Green flag. Got a little bit squirrely once again. But it wasn't as bad as Gearhart behind us. Our 1 and 2 on the restarts is just god-awful. We got clear Gearhart there. Now we need to get these tires warmed up and chase after Marks.
32.272.
That was close. Don't like how close that car is. Gearhart is right on the back bumper. I don't want to let him by though. I gotta get to Justin Marks for a 6th. Half the time the car is just tight and loose. Hard to gain any ground. Well, with Gearhart right behind me. Marks looks to be struggling as we get longer into the run. Shortcut the front stretch. 21 Todd Boucher has an oil leak. Does not seem to be too bad, but it's bad enough he might have to come down pit road within the next few laps. I don't want to let that 46 out of my sight. We're going to go to the inside of Marks for 6th, and we are going to get it fairly easily. Aaron Crocker is your leader. Wait, no. That's Darnell. My fault. Marks is struggling trying to run the top line. After a certain amount of tries going up there, you should know that it's not going to work. We've gotten within 2/10 of Kimmel now on lap 19. Let's run a lane higher. That's going to help us. Going to compromise our exit just a little. Nearly got into the back of the 46. As we're just about halfway. Lap 20. You got about 16 more laps of fuel. Take a can and a half. We should be able to make it. We're gonna get to the inside of Kimmel. Side by side down the back stretch. We're gonna send it into 3. We'll get the spot from the 46 of Kimmel. We're up into the top 5. Next car up is Blake Feast in the 95.
31.182. You're in 5th.
Just can't afford any mistakes. Arc it in. Not gonna help us too much. We nearly had touched the wall. Frank Kimball's breathing down our neck. We're definitely better in the corners than these guys. I'm trying to get around him. It's hard to find the right time. I messed up the corner a little. Frank's gonna close in, but he does not get a good exit. Shortcut the front straightaway. Try to get alongside him into one. We got alongside him just enough. We'll get the spot. We're up to fourth. Next car on the road is Aaron Crocker. Crashing on the front stretch. Caution is out. Caution is out. Alright. What happened? Looks like a big crash up here. That's a lot of cars. Let's take a look and see what happened to cause the second caution of today's race. Bobby Santos III and Josh Allison are battling off of turn 4. Santos completely just dumps Allison off of the corner. Allison spins down into the grass and then slides back up into Brian Silas and John Graham. The 9 involved, the 7, Harmon. Silas goes up and over. Allison nearly goes over. And then Burt slams into Silas late. Just classic ARCA break.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front stretch. Watch that speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds.
Don't want to exceed pit speed.
58.786. Remember, don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road.
There we go.
Won't fix the damage. The pace cars in
Had a
turn
very
1.
nice pit entry. I don't think we sped.
The pace cars in turn 2.
Looks like some are going to take 2 tires.
Go,
No tires.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 99 car.
We got out ahead of everyone on our strategy except for Darnell. But there's a lot that went on a different strategy. Fuel only, it looks like. We're going to go back green on lap 30 out of 50. 21 laps to go. An interesting development under the caution. Frank Kimball is now a lap down. He had a horrendous pit stop. I don't know what happened, but he is now going to be racing to get back on the lead lap. There he is. Green flag is back out. Lap 30. People slower and on different strategies. It's going to be an interesting run here. Hopefully we can keep it green. I got by John Jackson. Cannot clear. Get a little sideways off the corner. Aaron Crocker's going to try to get to our outside as we get on the back stretch. But we're going to send it in the... They were all pitting, and I had no fucking idea. I had no fucking idea they were fucking pitting. Nice. So there goes like half the field. Oh my god. I saw them slow up, but I thought it was just because they were slow in the corner. I didn't know that it was just that they were pitting.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
That took out all the front runners.
9, stay behind the 98 car.
Oh my God.
Slow down.
We got damage on of our own. That's another damaged race car for us. Our damage, I don't think it's that bad. It's pretty bad.
Whoa.
Caution number 3. This is the one where I am a complete idiot and not realizing that the cars ahead of me are pitting. Like, I'm sending it trying to go down the inside of John Jackson, not realizing that Casola South are all checking up so they can pit. Frank Kimmel's involved, South, Darnell, Aaron Crocker, Feast, McDowell, Jeremy Clemens, and then they crash up here with Casola, Gabby DiCarlo, Nick Tucker, Jason Basham, Mark Mitchell, Josh Wise, and Mario Goslin. This was just a case of me being a bad driver, not knowing how to react, pretty much.
The pace cars in turn 3.
Oh, they turned the engine off. That's not a good sign.
Go, go, go! Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. The pace cars in turn 4. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it speeding on pit road. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line. Stay behind the 90 car. Stay on the end of the pacing line.
With our blunder, we're going to be restarting at the way back. A lot of the faster cars are out. Aaron Crocker, Mark Mitchell, Jeremy Clemens, Eric Darnell, and Scott Legacy Jr. They're all out of this race. That's going to put Dexter Bean and Justin Marks up at the front. Tom Burt, Bobby Santos, third, and Jennifer Joe Cobb are the rest of your top 5. We'll be going green on lap 34 with 17 laps to go.
Get ready now. Going green.
We have a lot of damage. All we need to do is just try to make up spots. I see Frank Kimmel, but he's still a lap down.
Green, green, green.
Let's just try to bring it home now, after we took out half the field.
Clear outside. 1 minute, 11.986. Outside.
Got by Dominic Casola already,
Keep low.
and Gabby DiCarlo.
Outside.
Mike Cook is all the way up the racetrack. We're gonna get by Jason Basham down the front straightaway. 16 to go. Oh, there they go again. Nice avoidance by us. That's everyone behind me as well. Like he just said, this car's everywhere. And we get one more spot for the caution. Yes, we will. We're going to be up into the top 20. And now for hopefully our last caution of the day. Let's take a look. Norm Benning gets hit by Kimmel. 4 wide off of 2. Wise slams up. John Jackson involved. McDowell, DiCarlo, Casola, Basham. And it's just a case of 4 wide will not work at Kansas, especially flat Kansas. They all kind of mostly did it to themselves there. We're gonna go back green with 13 to go, lap 38 out of 50. Hopefully we can finally keep it green. I'm not sure yet. We're up into the top 20. That's a very good start after our dumb mistake. That's our main thing we gotta make sure of, that we gotta quit before we head up to the Truck Series. Quit making mistakes. That's my issue. I didn't know they were pitting. I shouldn't expect them to pit the first lap after a restart. Even though they were on pit road under caution. A green flag, 13 to go. My yapping caused me to get a bad restart. Trying to make up some ground. We're up to 19th. No pressure from behind. behind. We can try and work our way up to these guys. Just got him, but now we just gotta pass him. Just gotta make sure our engine doesn't nuke itself. All the damage. Oh, they're nearly crashing up there. Frank Kimmel just south, it looks like. Well, that's Cumbie. I am not sure. That's south. Yeah, it is. 11 to go.
31.504.
We got a run on Allgaier, but he's already going to make a move on Boucher. Boucher to claw back after an oil leak from earlier on. We're going to clear both of them at a 2-1. Block Boucher down the French right to where he can get back to our inside. 10 to go. That thing is destroyed, oh my. Way too close for comfort, but we're going to clear in 3 and 4. That's for 14th. Our straight line speed is definitely hindered by when we hit the wall with our front end earlier on. I feel like a top 10 is still possible. We just need to play it right. We're there on the 23 and 82. I don't think we're going to top 10 though, as 10th is just ahead of Kimmel. He's all the way up there. We're going to get by the 23. Got alongside the 82, but we don't have the straight line speed. 23 is going to have a run, but we're going to block that. Jennifer Jo Cobb runs wide. We'll get to the inside. 3 or 2 to go. Send it. We'll get the position. White flag for Dexter Bean. Looks like it's going to be his first career win, possibly. So we're trying to chase down Gosling. Nearly get the wall off the corner. We're close, but we're not going to be close enough. Yep, Dexter Bean is your winner at Kansas, and we're going to come home in the 12th position. Not what we had hoped for after our massive blunder there on that one restart at about halfway. We probably could have been up there for the win had that not happened, but we'll take a 12th and move on to the next race. Let's have a look at your finishing results from Kansas Speedway. Dexter Bean earns his first career ARCA Re Series victory over Justin Marks. Bobby Gerhart is third. Fourth, Bobby Santos the third. Fifth is surprising, Brad Smith. I believe that is his first top 5 in his entire ARCA career. Yes, it is. First top 10 as well, as far as I'm aware of. 6th was Patrick Sheltra. 7th, Jason Hedleski. 8th, Justin Allgaier. 9th, Tom Bertie. 10th, Philip McGilton. 11th, Mario Gosling. 12th, Kearston Bell. 13th, Jennifer Jo Cobb. 14th, Josh Krug. 15th, Blake Feast. 16th, Justin South. 17th, Todd Boucher. 18th, Nick Tucker. 19th, John Jackson. And 20th, Mike Cook. 21st, Darrell Basham. 22nd, Michael McDowell. 23rd, Tim Mitchell. 24th, Jason Basham. 25th, Frank Kimmel. 26th, Dominic Casola. 27th, Josh Wise. 28th, Gabby DiCarlo. 29th, Norm Benning. These are all out of the race. 30th, Chris Cockrum. 31st, Scott Legacy Jr. 32nd, Eric Darnell. 33rd, Jeremy Clements. 34th, Mark Mitchell. 35th, Aaron Crocker. 36th, Josh Allison. 37th, Brian Silas. 38th, John Graham. 39th, Frank Capfamer. 40th, Mike Harmon. 41st, Dustin Boney. And finishing last is Todd Hansen. Let's take a look at your point standings. Frank Kimmel continues to lead the points, but loses over 16 points on second place, Justin Marks, who has gone into second in points after finishing second. Kearston Bell is still third, 5 points behind Justin Marks. Allgaier is in fourth, 45 back from Bell and 95 back from Kimmel. And fifth is Philip McGilton. Dexter Bean moves up to sixth in the point standings after his win today. Jason Edleski's in seventh, Bobby Gearhart eighth, 59 of Justin South is in ninth, and Mike Harmon rounds out the top 10. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you at where we go next. Let me take a look. Where do we go? We go to Winchester Speedway in Winchester, Indiana for 100 laps, for the Winchester ARCA 200. Can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye.